So he would be hoping to get someone, looking to get some runs here on this Warner Park track. Seals. And this one is struck through the offside. Lovely shot. Driven through the offside up to the cover boundary by Henry for 4. That's a good shot.
Well, it was short and he gave himself room and just punch it into the offside. Not the classical cover drive, but he got good bat on it. And he got it down towards the boundary for 4.
Found the gap well too. Yes, it was short, but you have to put them away. Nicely played. All time in, pushed into the extra cover region, 4 runs to Louis. Lovely shot. His first boundary.
Excellent. Just came forward and pushed it through extra cover. Beautifully timed as well. And it went down towards the boundary for 4. So that should give his confidence a great deal of good.
And that's the Louis we know. He's coming forward and easing it into the boundary for 4. So that would take him to 6. It's now 24 for no loss. Nicely played. This should be another 4. Opening the face of the bat and angling it between a backward point and cover and down to the boundary for 4. Lovely shot. So 4 more to Louis. The over comes to an end. And it's 28 for no score.
So a good shot to go up the end of the over. And at the end of that over, I saw the bowler Seals applauding. You have 2 slips and the gully. And
nice,
good
nice.
shot, good flowing off drive. This came forward. That's Mikyle Louis and played it to the left of the fielder who want to bring the batters forward. That's a delivery. Flighted outside the off stump of the outer portion of the bat. Goes down towards the vacant third man area. 4 was flighted. Was wide outside the off stump. And Mikyle Louis went after it. Came from the outer portion of the bat. Down towards the third man area for 4. And I'm sure that Captain De Silva might be thinking maybe if he can get a second slip in, if Carty is going to continue to flight outside the off stump, he might. So Mikyle Louis is punching into the offside for 4. Lovely shot on top of a short delivery. And he played it between a point and extra cover down towards the boundary for 4. Love the shot by the right-handed batter, Mikyle Louis.
Yes, I'm playing it on top of the bounce and timing it sweetly. And the ball really raced away for 4. The batsman didn't even bother to run. In fact, on the first day, we would have had lost just over 10 overs. This one is down the onside. Henry attempted to flick. In fact, it goes across the boundary line. And we get a signal. That's 4 runs from the bat of Kadeem Henry. Badly line delivery there by Philip, who is in his first over.
Dropping just short of De Silva, diving away to his left.
Bowling a very quick spell here. One afternoon against Jamaica.
Nice shot.
Nicely.
Nice shot.
4 runs.
Beautiful shot. Just over pitched just a little bit. And Mikyle Louis, without too much of a flourish, just came forward and played it beautifully past the bowler. Down to the straight boundary for 4.
So wonderful shot indeed. Takes him on to 40. He would be looking to
delivery, which is on the legs. Whipped into the onside beautifully by Kadeem Henry down to the boundary for 4. Just erred in his line a little bit there, Caraya. And Henry, without too much of a flourish, just came forward easily and stroked it so beautifully through the onside. Just a nice little whip of the wrist. And he had 4 runs to his credit to take him on to 28. It's 73 for no loss.
Yes, a lovely shot. He was offline and he made full use of that delivery. So Charles will go around the wicket. So I'm sure that Kadeem Henry would have a good look. Nothing much in terms of lots of turn and bounce from the pitch, but you still want to have a good look at the bowler. Because you don't want to give your hands away on a good batting strip here at the Warner Park. He's getting a delivery on the leg stump. He has swung it away and will go into the boundary for 4. Body line And Kadeem Henry said, thank you very much. Played it around the corner, down towards the boundary for 4. Bad line delivery and punished.
The Leewards have made good use of these errant deliveries, and that was always going to be a poor delivery.
So Carty teasing Mikyle Louis goes across the stump and swinging in the air. The fielder from mid-on is running back. He will not get to it. It was a false shot there from Mikyle Louis. I mentioned that before. He tried a shot before, and I was thinking that he could skew it in high in the air. He did that, but fortunately for him, it went over the head of mid-on and down towards the boundary for 4. His 50 has come up with that shot. 51 it is, but it was a false shot. Almost gave his hand away. And with that 4, the total has gone on to 91 without loss.
Well, he has brought up a half century. I'm sure that his heart would have been in his hands for quite some time there. I really cannot understand why Mikyle Louis is looking to gift his hand away. I mean, yes, the space is open down at deep mid-wicket, but he has to show some patience. Credit to the captain of the Trinidad and Tobago team for keeping the space open and not sending the mid-wicket straight back on the boundary one time. If Mikyle is going to bat like this, all he has to do is to have a leading edge on 1, and there's a possibility of them getting a wicket.
Yes.
After you, Gary, you'll hear the voice of Earl Smith.
He has been want to get into a 2020 mode in a sense, the type of shots that he's been playing. And this is Kadeem Henry taking the attack to Brian Charles. Came forward and lifted it over mid-wicket, down towards the boundary for 4. So with that shot, it has gone on to 95. As a matter of fact, it has cleared the fence. So he got good bat on it and played it high over mid-wicket for 6 runs. With that 6, the total has gone on to 97. Good shot by Kadeem Henry.
Yes, very good shot indeed. Very much in control that time. It was in the slot.
So there's a slip, there's a point, cover, extra cover. There's a fielder short on the onside, swinging it over mid-wicket for 6 runs. Good shot by Kadeem Henry. Went down on one near leg and swung it over mid-wicket for 6 runs. That was more on the centre and off stump, and he swung it over mid-wicket for 6 runs. Wonderful shot by Henry.
Wonderful shot, although he has to be a bit careful. But certainly the pitch is not doing much.
Charles will come in from that far end, and he hit it straight back over the bowler head and into the side screen for 6. Good shot, a ball up on the centre stump, and there was Mikyle Louis going to the big drive and got it straight back over the bowler head and into the side screen for 6 runs.
Keyword there, Gary, straight back over there, not going across the line, not taking too much risk. It was in the slot.
None for 21. And there's Henry swinging in the air, down through mid-wicket, and it has gone 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. Not a good shot. The ball up on the centre and off stump, and he came forward and swung it through mid-wicket, down towards the boundary for 4.
Yes, a very good shot. In fact, it seemed to have been a delivery pitched on centre and off, but it was in the slot. It's field placing. It remains the same. There's a slipper backward point, short cover, mid-off, over the infield, in the air for some time, fielder chasing back, but he loses the race and it goes into the boundary for 4. This time 4 runs to Kadeem Henry. So the batsmen continue to feast on this bowling, and they continue to enjoy a good docile track. You could induce a leading edge and they get out. This one is swung into the square leg region, and the signal comes down for 4. So these batsmen getting a bit more aggressive at this stage and playing a bit more shots.
Yes, they have been there for over 2 hours now. They should be set, the eyes should be set, and they should be seeing the ball bigger, better now. And they're now increasing the run rate. So with that boundary, the total has gone on to 133.
Early, starting at 9:30. And this one is swung over long on. In fact, I've lost sight of it.
Went over everything.
In fact, yes, it went over everything and it went for 6.
Important thing is that it went over the boundary rope.
That's very important. And not only that, he timed it well.
And hit it straight.
Very important. So he has rushed on to 73 with that blow. And
that will be 4.
Just back of a length. And he opened the face of the bat, Mikyle Louis, to run it down to the straighter third man position and picked up 4 runs to take him into the 80s. He's 81. And the Leewards 160 for no loss.
I could understand why he has the fielder at more of a backward point, because the pitch is slow. His thigh doesn't bother him too much, and that he can continue batting and bat long. The Leewards driving through extra cover and will go into the boundary for 4. Love the shot. Just came onto the front foot between cover and extra cover, to the left of extra cover and to the right of cover, down towards the boundary for 4. So with that shot, the total has gone on to 170. Sales continue to bowl. Delivery which will play down to Frake, and third man, he will go into the boundary for 4. Another delivery on the off stump. Came from the outer portion of the bat and went down towards the boundary for another 4. So the runs continue to come here for the Leewards. They continue to bat well, 185. And Henry has now gone on to 82. Short delivery wide. It goes down towards final leg for 4 runs. I think he would have gotten some bat on it or some glove. And he went down towards the boundary. It was short and wide going down the onside. And Mikyle Louis got inside of it and got it down towards the filing area. And with that 4, he has progressed closer to the century. It's a 97.
That's a shot away.
Those are people who have become accustomed to the fast diet form of cricket in 2020.
Unfortunately, to many of us have, and this brings up the 100 for Louis, as he
should have been looking to go back for 2.
No, this is poor cricket.
Yeah, should have been looking to go back for 2. Was content to get the single to make the 100, but really and truly he should have been looking to go back for 2. But nonetheless, you have to say congratulations to Mikyle Louis. It has been a very good, composed, calculated 100. It is exactly what he needed after a couple of lost scores in Antigua. He has come home to Warner Park, a place where he made 2 centuries last year. And you have to give him credit for responding in such a manner. Now, it will be important to see how much character he has by digging in and going even deeper.
Yes, there was not much celebration from.
That's it now.
Hitting it in the air, down towards the field at long off, and he will be out, is out. Mikyle Louis has just given his hands away. The fielder was down at long off. He came forward, played it in the air deliberately, didn't time it well. It went high in the air, and the fielder coming in off the boundary at long off has taken the catch. The partnership has been broken, 220 for 1, and the long batting of Mikyle Louis has come to an end. He has been dismissed, caught off the bowling of career for 110, and the Leewards 220 for 1.
Well, poor cricket there by Louis. Came back right after the tea interval, looking to go over the top.
And Kadeem Henry has been very pedestrian. He's not been scoring quickly for freely. He's dabbing it past backward a point, down towards the boundary for 4. He was given some room, and once he got it past the fielder at a third man inside the circle, he would have gotten 4. He did that, and he went down towards the boundary for 4. The 4 runs to Casey Carty, and with that boundary total has gone on to 227.
Yes, a good shot by Casey Carty, bringing up 4. But as you rightly said, a part of the heel has to be behind that line.
237 for 1. Flighted and punched to the offside for 4. Love the shot by Casey Carty. Timed well between extra cover and cover down towards the boundary for 4. Since Carty has come to the middle, he has looked good, and he has been timing the ball very well.
Yes, a very pleasant shot indeed. Timed well in the gap, and racing away to the extra cover boundary for 4.
came off the keeper.
The-
But it was kind of difficult. It
most
might have
definitely,
been bat
most-
and then tie pad.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it didn't carry through to slip.
Yeah. It was low two, and the keeper was already on his way up.
You know, so
But
I think he passed away. I'm not too sure if the
Was it marketed?
tradition. Yes, I actually have a couple of bottles home.
oh, flashing and out.
That is such a naughty, reckless shot there by Casey Carty. I mean, it was pitched short and wide of the off stump. There was no foot movement. And here is Casey Carty just having a swat at this one and gifting his wicket away. Look at that. Wide, short, stretching at it. And that is such a naughty way for Casey Carty to get out.
Carlisle-
Lack of concentration.
Carlisle, 2 quick wickets. Bang, bang, as you said, for the Leewards. And he is
Good shot.
driving well for 4.
It was tossed up and in the slot, and he just came forward and got off the mark with a spanking cover drive and picked up 4 runs.
So immediately off the mark, 1 run needed by Henry. He has some words with his partner.
Carry Pierre will remind him. Flatter, faster into the offside, goes too quickly for the single. Return comes in towards the keeper's end with stumps a broken loud appeal, but Carmago is home, and Kadeem Henry has brought up his first century in regional cricket. Congratulations to the youngster. He's stayed a long time in the 90s, but he has finally gotten to that coveted 100 mark, so he's 100 not out, and an excellent good knock by Kadeem Henry. And congratulations to the youngster. Leewards 256 for 2.
Huge congratulations to Henry for getting to his first class 100, but more importantly, for the part that he played in the opening partnership. And so when you look back at this game from Warner Park in Basti, St. Kitts, you will remember that yes, he notched up 100, but you have to remember as well the part he played in the opening partnership.
As Carrier will continue from that far end, he did it in the air, down towards mid-on. He's going to be out caught. So the psychological pressure has worked on Kadeem Henry. A short delivery, spinning away outside the off stump, went back, looking to swing it into the onside. Came from the outer portion of the bat, went hind ear, down towards mid-on. The Leewards have lost their 3rd wicket. The Centurion has been dismissed on 100 as Kadeem Henry caught off the bowling of Yannick Carrier. Leewards 256.
Again, this is poor cricket, Gary. Poor cricket here by Kadeem Henry. A ball which was short, he was back casually, looking to work it into the onside. The fielder from mid-on had to run in to take that catch as he took a leading edge. Just lack of concentration, probably the anxiety of getting to the 100 and of getting to the 100. But what it means is that the Leewards are in further trouble. You're talking about 256 for 3. And if you think that is a good score, just remember that they're chasing 529 made by...
Jaden Seals has gone a little bit to his right. So Carrier will continue from that far end. Through the legs of extra cover, and it will go down towards the boundary for 4. It was powerfully driven by Carmago, a ball footed up on the off stump, and it went through the legs of the fielder at cover, that's Jaden Seals, and down towards the boundary for 4. He should have stopped that now.
Yeah, he has not had a good couple of overs in the field, Sales. He dropped that catch, and then this one went to him and through him.
When they were forced batted, they were going in excess of 4 runs per over for most of the inning. Charles to go. He's punching it into the offside and to go down towards the vacant cover point area for 4. Was wide outside the off stump. And Carmago made full use of it and punched it into the offside for 4. Bad delivery and punished.
Yeah, Carrier had protection down on that boundary, but there is none there for Charles. And so once he found the gap, he was always going to get 4 runs.
273 for 2 wickets. Leewards. And Charles is bowling from that far end. It's
Again,
forcing away into
repeat
the
of the
offside. 4 more runs. That one was a bit closer to the batsman, but he gave himself room and forced it between the extra cover and cover down towards the boundary for another 4. Just as Charles started in his first spell, he was struck for a 4 in his first over, in his first spell, and now the start of his second spell, the first over, has been struck for 2 4s.
And the captain has now posted the fielder down on the cover boundary.
And he's really running in, really charging in.
So we're in the dying stages of this third day's play. Delivery on the leg stump, look to whip it in the onside, misses. Taken, or goes past the keeper and down towards the boundary for 4. Is it 4 runs?
Well, it's as signaled by umpire Carl Tuckett. So it's 4 more to the batsman go. So despite the fact that he would have scored 100, I think he himself would not have been satisfied with that performance.
Outer edge, down towards the boundary for 4, between second slip and gully. So 4 runs to Joel Andrew. So with that boundary, he has gone on to 18. And the total has gone to 308. So 4 welcome runs for the Leewards.
Yes, they'll take it any day. It was in the gap. And it raced away down to the boundary for 4.
So we're in the dying stages of this, the third day.
From 77.5 overs. And the combined campuses and colleges in reply 29. Well, they made 216. And, I have it the wrong way around.
So just say, I love the shot there from the batsman Gore. A ball pitched up on the pads and he played it through mid-wicket down towards the boundary for 4. And that's what you want to do. When you get the lowest delivery, you want to capitalize on it. And he did that. It was pitched up, full on the pads, and he played it through mid-wicket for 4.
They would be bellowing for any possible chance, any slight chance, and hope that it go their way.
So Carry Pierre will continue from that far end, and Joel goes down the pitch and he's out stump. Bad shot, poor decision by Joel Andrew doing down the strip. The ball was pinning away outside the off stump. He was looking to swing it over wide long on. He missed it. He has given his hands away, and the Red Forces, they have broken the partnership here. 338 for 4. Poor shot.
Poor shot indeed. Never close to the pitch of that one. Missed it completely, and the silver did the rest. So just as we were saying, we are hoping that these two would go on. We saw Joel Andrew giving it away. And like I've said earlier on, he's a fine player but prone to indiscretion at times. And certainly not a bad choice. It seemed to have been premeditated by...
So Pierre will continue from that far end. And there's Hamilton onto the back foot. Punches into the offside. Should get a second run. There was a bit of a hesitation, because the fielder down on the extra cover boundary had to run across to his right. So that should have been an easy 2. And with those 2 runs, Go has gone on to 50. So a 50 for Kyrie Magoa here at Warner Park. So with those 2 runs, he's on 50. He struck some 6 4s. And congratulated by the experienced Jamal Hamilton. So I'm sure he's saying to him, you have 50, you need to go on and make another 150 to get 200, as Powell would say.
Yeah, most definitely. And 50 from some 80 deliveries.
Hamilton is sparring at this one. Again, wide of the off stump. Came from the bottom edge of the bat and went down between the keeper and the fielder at wide slip and picked up 4 runs. Again, he probably didn't have to play, but he played. And he got an edge, went down for 4 runs. Flighted. And here is Go getting to the pitch of it and hitting it beautifully over long off for 6 runs. Just saw that one early, Kareem Go, and said, yes, this is in my arc. And he played it really well to pick up 6 runs to take him on to 62 runs.
Yes, it was too full. And he just came forward and lifted it over long off for 6. And if I was Kawaya, I would not be too perturbed about that. He can float upon a little wide outside the off stump and see what will happen. Still 151 runs away from the Red Force first innings of 529. Lovely delivery. He's now caught behind. Wonderful delivery. Pitched perfectly. And there was go coming forward, spun away, outer edge found, and the keeper, still the Silver, has taken the catch, so the fifth wicket has fallen, and the Karimago has been dismissed. Beautiful delivery.
Yes, a wonderful delivery indeed. And Karaya, he seems to have been the bowler in this match so far to extract most from this docile track. It really spun and bounced a bit and took the outer portion of the bat, and the batsman had to go as he was taken behind. And we see what looks like a drinks break being taken at the moment, so perhaps we could have a bit of a drinks break here. While I was off here, I was doing a bit of research. Gary, we were speaking about the distance between Trinidad and Tobago. I'll get back to that.
And we get 4 runs, a full delivery. And Walsh just played it through extra cover. Down towards the boundary for 4. To the left of Cephas Cooper at extra cover. And to the right of Anderson Phillip at mid-off. And into the boundary for 4. Full delivery and punished by Hayden Walsh Jr.
Yes, one of the rare gifts we have seen from the Trinidad and Tobago bowlers this morning, perhaps. And Walsh is sweeping and sweeping for 4. He gets it on this time. We have seen him attempting it from the word go, from the time he got to the crease. And this time he connected well and swept it through mid-wicket for 4. All along the ground, of course.
Bringing up the 400 for the Leewards as well.
Yes, another landmark achieved, 400 for 5. Leeward Islands they would have put together a female team for this tournament, and there was no tournament, swept and out. The reverse sweep straight into the hands of Slip, and Walsh is on his way.
And this is what you call brainless cricket. He had pulled out that reverse sweep sometime before. There was an orthodox slip in place, and Hayden Walsh was just playing that reverse sweep straight into the hands of the man they had slipped. Really and truly, this is, you wonder how he's batting ahead of the captain, for example, who is a better batsman. His place in the team must certainly be under the microscope, because he didn't bowl too many overs and bowled poorly, and now has batted so irresponsibly that his place in the team must be under question.
Yes, I would agree with you, Carlisle. And from the word go, in fact, the very first shot that he played, and Trinidad and Tobago, they were able to get to 529 for 5s off 125 overs. This one is steered down towards the third man boundary. He could run close. Oh my goodness, just a single. That should have been 2, maybe 2.5. But Cornwall trotted 2 for just a single.
Half a run does not count in cricket.
I know, but that should have been at least 2.
But it's Cornwall. You'll take 1 and be happy.
And be happy. How happy can you be when you're missing out on runs? But certainly, though, some interest generated at this point, the Carlisle, in terms of first innings points, despite this massive scoreboard, 410 for 6, in reply to 529. He's out. Trying away and looking to force this one into the offside. It peeled off the outside edge and was caught at slips by Brian Charles, and Cornwall makes his way back very quickly. 4:10 it is now for 7.
Again, another unforced error by the batsman. I mean, drawing away looking for the cut shot. Why not stand up straight and punch it straight back down the ground? That would have been a much easier shot to play. But Cornwall drawing away and succeeded in that peeling off and going straight to the fielder at first slip. Again, another unforced error by the Leewards.
So
Too close to cut.
Too close to cut.